All right, 76ers lose to the Bucks 124-109. No Joel Embiid, no Paul George. Problem. Yeah, Tyrese Maxey had 25, but he needed 31 shots to get it. 10 for 31 from the field. Kelly Oubre, 21 points. Damian Lillard led Milwaukee with 30. Giannis, 25 and 14, 7 assists. Sixers lose. I mean, with George and Embiid out.
Yeah,
I mean,
saw it coming.
Yeah, like what's the expectation for that? They could come out. They could have. Maxey's going to miss 21 shots. You're not winning that game.
That was like an old AI line. 10 for 31.
First thing I thought.
It's exactly Allen Iverson-esque. Yeah, but come on. Without those two guys and Giannis and Dame and who was hitting threes last night? Taurean Prince hit a bunch of threes in the first half.
Yeah, early.
Yeah, forget it. I thought they'd keep it close, but no way they were gonna be able to. That's a heavy lift in week one.
And it wasn't close. It was comfortably. They're not winning this
football.
game.
Game one.
Right. Yeah. All right. So the big news earlier in the day, Shams reported the NBA is likely to begin an investigation later this week into the 76ers surrounding the player participation of Embiid. In other words, are they holding him out? The league doesn't want them holding players out for obvious reasons. And I thought it was really off. I don't think this is a load management thing. To me, there's something wrong with Embiid. The knee didn't respond how they wanted to. He's not ready to play. I don't think this was the master plan of the 76ers because they look bad and they sound silly. And we'll play Nick Nurse coming up here in a second. But to me, like, they can investigate all they want unless they're investigating that the Sixers aren't sharing information that they should, Pat. I mean, I just thought it was weird they're going to investigate it for what seems like they're investigating to see if the Sixers are holding them out, which they shouldn't do.
Yeah, there's some sort of disconnect between Embiid to the team to the media to everyone else. It's hard to get a true read on where we are, but I know this. There were a lot of unhappy people there last night. I was talking to some people in the arena, and they're like, and this is nothing new, right? Like, we put up good money, and to find out, 24, 36 hours before the game that he's not going to play, they feel taken a little bit by that. And I can completely understand that. If they had been a little bit more forthright from the beginning, this doesn't happen. If you're in front with, hey, this is what the plan is. You don't have to give us a detailed list of what the plan is.
Just be honest with everybody.
Just be honest with the people, and I think that they can understand we're on a 55-game plan. We're on a 60-game plan for Joel Embiid. This is what it looks like. Where the disconnect is between the team and us and the fans, that's a little murky.
But one of the reasons why the NBA is saying they're doing an investigation is because, like you had said, if you spent $200 a ticket. I mean, the 76ers tickets are almost like Eagles tickets.
If you're getting lower bowl tickets for opening night, you're paying $3, $4. What could it be? Yeah,
parking, food, beer. You're looking at $1,000. If you're taking your family, forget about it. Like, a lot of money. So I understand, and the NBA understands too. The last thing you want are fans saying, you know what, I'm not going to buy tickets because I don't know if Embiid is going to play. So really, your best bet is to kind of be like, he's probably going to play in this game
for sure.
Which is worst case scenario for the NBA. It kind of is what it is. With that being said, I didn't think that was what was going on with Embiid. Now, the Sixers responded. An official said yesterday that Embiid is, quote, responding well to his individualized plan and is expected to ramp up his return to play activities this week. According to the official, Embiid will not play this week, but is set to be reevaluated this weekend. Yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah.
His knee, he's not ready to play.
Reevaluated, he's not ready to play.
Right, he's not ready to play. And by the way, like you had said it, Pat, like, not that we would like it, but you have to be understanding. This is the first. I don't even pay attention to the Sixers normally in October.
Right.
They're still playing, hopefully, in May and June. So to worry, like, if Embiid's not ready to play, he's not ready to play. I'm okay with that. If Paul George is injured, you're not going to put him out there because you need to put him out there opening night.
But you can also understand, we saw with our own eyes Paul George get hurt.
We had no idea
know what's going on with Joel Embiid.
No.
They keep saying he's not hurt. It's part of the plan. But to me, if you're not going to give us what the plan is, we're always going to believe something happened behind.
Well, of course. And that's not fair to Embiid.
No, it's not.
Because now we have to guess.
Right.
What did he get fat after the Olympics? Did it happen in the Olympics? So here's Nick Nurse after the game, and he's being asked about what's going on with Joel Embiid. Here's Nick Nurse.
Playing in these first 3 games is part of the plan, not because he still dealing with that injury or re-injured himself during the Olympics?
The plan is why he's not playing, yes. He did not re-injure himself, but the plan is we don't feel like he's quite ready, strong enough, light enough, whatever it is that they've determined that he's not quite ready to go, hasn't been in any full court scrimmages, etc. And that's the plan.
Playing knees first.
Yeah, he repeated the ramping up stuff,
plan,
and I
yeah.
couldn't really hear what he said, but I heard it earlier. Yeah, he just repeated he's not injured, the ramping up stuff or whatever. There has to be one specific incident or not.
Right.
Like you had said earlier, midway through training camp, he's not scrimmaging, he's not playing. It's like obviously there was something going on, but they keep denying that this is anything out of the ordinary.
What bothers me the most about all this is the fact that we and the fans really can never have like what's the longest stretch of normalcy that we have had with this franchise? It's
none.
And they know it. The Sixers are not,
which is
dumb.
why they act like
know
this.
it.
Which is why they act like this.
But they don't. Again, I don't know where the disconnect is here. Is it Joel telling them that this is how he wants them to handle it? Is Daryl Morey saying, take my guidance, this is how we're going to do it? That's where all of this is sort of in this grayish area. But yeah, like honesty is always the best policy, and it just doesn't feel like there's honesty happening right now. Could be wrong. We'll see what happens. Maybe he comes back next week and he's fine.
Or
but
maybe
this is
he's
not
out.
normal. This is not like you don't normally ramp up to the second week of the season unless something happens. That's the ramp up.
That's what I'm saying. There has to be a starting point from this.
Or if the Olympics were like 4 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago,
and
you
he
could understand
got started late,
he's
which
got to
was
start
not the
late.
case.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
It's just so stupid.
We all silly like the mayor.